A4, A2, A7, and A3 again were involved in guarding Suzan Magara and collecting food. Now A3, A2, and A7 also collected food. A5 collected the ransom from Ndeja and took it to his masters in Konge house. A1 and A8 were planners and drivers at the same time. A6 was the imam of the mosque. He called for meetings. He also was responsible for his money, for how money was used. A9 largely executed the most brutal aspects, namely, he cut off her fingers, he injected her with the ketamine, he suffocated her with a kavera, and strangled her. A4 was in custody of Suzan Magara throughout. Making sure she was blindfolded throughout. And was present when her fingers were cut off, and also when they finally killed her. What a role played against by her against a fellow female. She said in one of the reconstructions that we finally decided to kill her, for we had kept her too long and she had identified us. I find that A4 and A9 play the most excruciating roles, for which one of the most excruciating roles in this case. Given the circumstances of this case, and considering the aggravating factors in this case, and so I shall surely give them the maximum sentence of death. And I do therefore sentence the two, A4 and A9, to death. While the rest of the convicts, A1, A2, A3, A5, A6, A7, and A8 are hereby sentenced to imprisonment for the rest of their natural lives. The object of these sentences is to punish the offenders proportionately for the exceptionally grave offenses that they have committed, to deter organized kidnapping for ransom, which has become a serious threat to public safety, to denounce conduct involving prolonged captivity, torture, and murder, to protect society from offenders who demonstrated willingness to sacrifice human life for financial gain. To reaffirm public confidence in the administration of justice. I shall now turn to the process of crime in line with Article 126(2)(c) of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, which provides that courts in the administration of justice shall ensure that adequate compensations are awarded to victims of wrongs. Also, Section 125(1) of the TIA Trial on Indictments Act states that when any accused person is convicted by the High Court of any offense, and it has been established through evidence that the victim or witness has suffered material loss, or personal injury, therefore the court may order the convicted person to compensate the victim as it deems fair and reasonable. According to sentencing guidelines for the courts of judicature, Practice Directions 2013, Guideline 11C, sentencing orders in respect of compensation are provided for. Indeed, the family lost a colossal amount of $200,000, which constitutes material loss. In the case of Kayondo Fred versus Uganda, Court of Appeal number 187 of 2019, number 187 of 2019, it was held that compensation should reflect the actual financial loss proved by evidence. The evidence available is both the $200,000 and loss of other monies computed by the father of the victim, Suzan Magara, amounting to 141 million shillings and more, which arose from burial expenses and expenses incurred in trying to trace and rescue Suzan Magara. Section 131 of the TIA empowers court to make such orders as it thinks fit for the disposal, whether by way of forfeiture, whether confiscation or otherwise, of any property produced before court that appears to have been used in the commission of or to facilitate the commission of the offense. Section 4 in particular confers power to court to make any order with regard to forfeiture or confiscation of the tainted property.
Nchakatundu nya ak'ekitabo ekyo kalagira kooti okubanga ebikwata n'ebitunda ebyogerwako ebiri mu musango nebanga esobola okugata okuwa enkasi eri abantu.
Section 6 refers to property into which or for which it may have been converted, exchanged, and or acquired immediately otherwise under Order 11C and F of the sentencing guidelines.
Nche akatundu mukaaga ak'ekitabo ekifuga kooti eno kalagira kooti kubanga kawuliza kooti eno okubanga esobola okukyusa ebintu ebyo oba okubijja mu bikalu n'ebitula ssente oba okubanga ebitunda nga bwe kali mu kawaayiro 11 ak'ekitabo ekifuga emisango ak'ekitabo ekifuga ebibonerezo.
That section also provides for forfeiture and any lawful sentencing order.
Nchera akatundu kano kalaga engeri kooti gyeyinza okukolamu ebintu ebyo oba n'endala gyeyinza okubanga ekolamu nga yo bwekiraba.
It has already been established in evidence in my judgment that the accused persons and their associates kiragiddwa mu bujulizi nti mwe ne bannammwe through their criminal enterprise purchased 35 acres of land in Buikwe at 140 million.
Nti nga mufunye ssente ze mwajja mu bumenyi bw'amateeka mwagula eka 35 ez'ettaka e Buyukwe.
They also acquired land in Leero, purchased land in Leero, that is block 203, plot 92, arising from plot number 218 at Bukekete, Leero, for 14 million shillings.
Nchera ne mugula ettaka eddala e Luweero nga mwaligula milioni 14 nga block eri 203 ne plot eri 92.
The convicts also acquired several vehicles in their names and those of their associates, and therefore I shall order the confiscation of the motor vehicles.
Nti era mwafuna emmotoka ez'enjawulo era nga muziguza ssente ze zimu nti n'olwekyo agenda kulagira nti emmotoka zino zikwatibwe.
That is Isuzu Elf number UBD 704F in the names of A1.
Nti esooka ye Isuzu UBD musanvu oba UBD musanvu 06.
No, 0704F.
Musanvu 04 fa.
In the names of A1.
Mungeri mumanya ga Lubega Yusufu.
Fuso Rosa UBB 711R in the names of A4.
Ngendala eri Fuso Rosa ngeri mumanya ga Nakandi Hajara.
Isuzu Elf number UAV 138G acquired by A8.
Ngendala eri Isuzu era nga yagulibwa Bukenya Ismail.
Double cabin pickup number UAW 183L in the name of Lugolobika Hakim.
Ndala eri double cabin pickup nga eri mumanya ga Lugolobi Hakim.
Toyota Hiace number UAQ 4709.
Ndala eri Toyota Hilux eri UA
470. 470. I've forgotten the last part there. It's okay. And then Toyota Hiace number UAP 232R.
Nendala Toyota Hilux.
Hiace or Hiace, I don't know. Hiace. Hiace.
Toyota Hiace.
Said UAP 232R.
Eri number
UAP 232R.
Eri 232
R. Toyota Hiace number UAX 962.
Ne ndala
Toyota Hiace number